Women's World Championships in ball hockey in Košice, Slovakia will welcome today two games, both starting at 14:30. In this match will follow Team Canada against Team Great Britain. Canada, with one win so far, is definitely highly preferred to win today against Great Britain, which lost two games with score 1-15. In a few seconds, another game in ball hockey championships in Košice will begin. Canada with Juliana Thompson in the net, which will be her premiere today. So far, her colleague was in the net, and so far very successful because Canada won against Slovakia 4-0 with Natalie Girouard, 26 saves. In Great Britain, which can only surprise today, Samantha Bowell will protect the net of the ladies playing in white jerseys, currently in the defense with the ball just swung away. Canada is definitely the team which has only the highest ambitions, not only in today's game but in the whole championships, even though Czech Republic is the team which will defend its world title during these few days in eastern Slovakia. First interruption of the game, and maybe a bit surprisingly by Great Britain, the face-off in the defense zone of Canada, but Canadians with the ball already.
Yeah, in 2017, the result of this game was 11-0, and a first great chance for Canada, but the ball is stopped by Samantha Bowell in Great Britain's net. I mentioned the result from 2017 World Championships, and that time Canada beat Great Britain 11-0, so we can expect quite a similar encounter. Face-off is won by Canadians, but now they control the ball as well. Battle along the boards. On point there is Regan Fisher. Shoots the ball, which is behind the net. Obviously, this game is played at the neighboring arena next to Steel Arena in Košice. It is the smaller site, but still will do quite as well. Canada still battling for the ball in the offensive zone, and a shot which is again stopped by Bowell, who makes her second save on the shift. And both teams can go for a change.
Yeah, Canada with a high pressure during these few seconds, or during these last seconds. Great Britain more likely just to defend during the whole match today. Last two confrontations of these teams on the World Hockey Championships, there is a score 0-22, so maybe if we can a bit exaggerate, we can tell that Great Britain is fighting for at least one goal in today's game. That would be really a highest, or one of the highest points for Great Britain in today's game. Canada lost the offensive zone, and this is a chance for Great Britain, but unfortunately Kyla Carson wasn't able to control the ball long enough just to come into the offensive zone. So Canada once again. Great Britain with a great defense. Now Colleen McLean has to return the ball.
Yeah, this time in last night's game against Czech Republic, Great Britain was already down by 2 goals. So far so good, and even a shot on Juliana Thompson, who had to make her second save of the game. And offensive zone face-off for Great Britain, but the ball is deflected and it ends up in protective netting. So face-off will take place again at the same spot. Great Britain already scored 1 goal at this year's Ball Hockey World Championships against USA, so it was quite a success. It was scored by Joanie Leclerc-Cote. And Canada goes for a change after a quick shot, after the face-off. So for the third time, ball is going to be dropped. And this time Canada controls, and they can start the attack. But the pass is too long and ends up crossing all the lines. So another face-off, this time on the other side, to the right of Juliana Thompson.
Quite a surprise, I have to say, because Great Britain again is really tough fighting for the ball in the offensive zone, and again against Canada, and there is a pressure, and Canada has some issues with coming into the offensive zone. Now there was a crush, but no penalty so far in this game. Canada again in the offensive zone, and now thinking about what to do with the ball. Another shot, then there is a chance for rebound, but the game is interrupted by referees. Let's check it again. What happened? There was a very, very good shot by Margot Sharp, but her teammates were not able to rebound the ball. And now Great Britain again, just very easy passing the ball. They know what are their skills, and they know what to do with the ball, not to hold it for too long time, and just try to be as brief and as fast in their combinations as they can. But now watch out, the mistake by Britons, and now it's a shot, and great save by Samantha Bolwell, which is a really the right person on its place, on her place. Just to say, Canada again with turning the game up to the offensive zone. And now there is it was really stuffed the place in there, and there is not that much space to maneuver for Canadians. I guess that Great Britain probably is a small surprise today.
Yeah, so far so good for the British girls. They have been able to stop Canada from scoring. Obviously Canada a huge favorite tonight. But another attack is coming towards the net of Samantha Bolwell, and she has to make the save. But she doesn't have much problems with these types of shots, even though she allowed quite a lot of goals in previous two games. Yesterday, Great Britain was definitely slower than it is today. Against Czech Republic, the game was basically over by the time the first period was over, and this is a odd man rush by British girls who are 3-on-2, but now they have to battle along the boards.
Andrews asking for the pass, but she didn't get it. Just now she risks it, and this may be a position for Canada, but Andrews, really good return, even though still Canadians with the ball. Another shot, and great save. Samantha Bowell is just the leader of Great Britain so far in this game.
Great glove save from a great chance, because Danielle Ring was practically all alone in front of Samantha Bolwell.
Yeah, exactly. I think that Great Britain wasn't really fast enough to return back to defend the Canadian attack, and that was a really huge chance by Canada.
So Canada continues the pressure in the offensive zone. Kristen Kuz, and a scramble for the ball, but it goes by the boards again. This is Kaylin McLean. And again, a good deke towards the center, but the ball gets deflected along the boards again. A good pass in front of the net, and a shot was stopped by Samantha Bolwell. It was basically a ground shot, but so far she's really had a positive influence on the game. Another chance, and there's a goal. The first one scored by Canadians. It's off a rebound, and it's April Drake who gives Canadian girls a 1-0 lead in the 7th minute of the game. So Canadians had to wait quite a long time, but they managed to succeed at last. You couldn't fault Samantha Bolwell for the goal because she was already out of position, and it was very hard for her to come to the rescue. So Canada leads 1-0.
There's been a huge pressure by Canadians on the British net, and the Great Britain girls, they were just passing around the net, just willing to interrupt the game, but unfortunately for them the interruption came after the goal in there, or after the ball came into their net. Another chance for Canada. Now there was it was a blocked shot, but Canadians again with the ball on their sticks. Now there is Chelsea Karpenko, which was trying to look for her mates. Now Great Britain again just with pitching the ball just across the whole field. Canadians again. Maybe it seems a bit that the British aren't concentrated enough, and there is a second goal, and now this one was really amazing by Canadians. It's I would say number 14, Dawn Tolk, which scored the second in today's game. Once again, goal situation. Very nice game, nice play, but it was actually Elisa Desmir.
Elisa Desmir is the goal scorer. She's had quite an open net on this pass, and she managed to capitalize. So Canada leads 2 goals to zip, and already in control of this game, even though it took maybe a bit longer than Canadians anticipated, but still they now hold a comfortable 2-goal lead. And as you said, Canada had quite a lot of pressure and most of the shifts, so the lead is deserved. Face-off is won by women in black jerseys again, and a good deke by Jessica McCann towards the net. Now it's Daniel Rink who shoots, but it's deflected. And now Britain has a chance to clear, and they do. It's not gonna go far enough for stoppage, so Canada continues its attack. Oh, battle in the neutral zone, and a ball is dumped in again behind the net of Julian Thompson. Now Canada manages to get forward, and Angie Cirelli was trying to bounce the ball off the boards and go forward, but the ball ended up in the bench area, so another face-off, this time at center.
5 minutes 30 seconds before the end of the first period. Another shot, but now it was not a problem for Samantha Bolwell. Maybe it seems a bit that Great Britain is really rapidly losing their power and their strength, because in first 5 minutes they seem to be a comparable team to Canada. Now there may be a chance, but we've seen really a bit struggle by Becky Kastner-Wood, which was trying to make something with the ball. You've seen how they didn't up. So now Canada once again in the offensive zone. Now it was a nice crossing pass, but the shot wasn't that accurate. Now there may be some problems for Canada, but Great Britain just defending. Another shot. Deflected again, but Canada again. These are the pictures we will follow through most of today's game. Canada just battling against really tightly defending British girls. Now another shot. Bolwell didn't, has to be in the permanence, and now there is another save by British goaltender.
Samantha Bolwell has been the busiest woman on the field so far. She's had to make quite a lot of saves, but she's allowed only 2 goals to this point. Canada wins another face-off, and a good pass in front of the net, but it's controlled by Kristen Kuz. At the point, another good pass and a great chance for Chelsea Karpenko, I think. Let's take a look at it again. Yeah, it was Karpenko in front of the net who just managed to get a stick on the ball, but couldn't place the shot any better.
And it was really amazing how Kirsten Kuz was able, under the pressure, find her colleague in the front and just to put the ball through, I don't know, 20 meters maybe. It was a nice combination by Canada. Unfortunately for them, their lead is just 2-0. The 3.5 minutes until the end of the first period, and we're watching again Canada pushing strongly against Great Britain. And there's a signal. Kristen Kuz was running from the deep center of the field just to find herself into the shot, and again there was a chance, but now again Samantha Bolwell.
Both teams can go for a change. So fresh forces on the surface for both squads. Daniel Rink tried to pass it to the center, but the pass didn't go through. One of the British girls lost her stick, but now she picked it up. A long shot from the point, it goes wide. And again, Canada is the first one to retrieve the ball as many times before, and now another stoppage by Samantha Bolwell.
Well, Bolwell definitely cannot say that she doesn't have nothing to do in her net. Against Czech Republic, Samantha Bolwell made a really huge amount of saves. Great Britain against USA, it was Bolwell for 18 saves. Lossie Gruber, which is very likely to be presented in the second period today. She was with 21 saves, which is basically not the worst outcome of the goaltender if we consider how many shots there have been. Also, the percentage of saves is quite good, I would say. Samantha Bolwell with 90%. her colleague 87.5, which are really quite good numbers.
Yeah, the British coaches are rotating their goaltenders so far in the tournament. In yesterday's game against Czech Republic, they rotated both of the women. Now a shot from the point by Angie Sorelli is stopped by Bolwell again. This time she didn't have to move too much. The shot wasn't that well placed right in her lap, so another face-off awaits. British girls sprinting after it, but the Canadians now dump the ball in the zone.
Last 60 seconds of the first period today. Canada with the pressure, but this was not a very well prepared position for Canada.
It was from a tough angle.
Exactly, and also Bolwell was very good in reading the situation. She was waiting for it just next to the nearest post. Exactly, thank you. So now Canada again with the shot. Bolwell just in front of her. Another rebound by Canadians, but now it didn't go well. Didn't go as planned, but again the ball is just in front of the net, and it's the third one in Great Britain's net. So let's check it. Who exactly is the goal scorer? Two different ones so far, and this should be Kendra Dunlop. Yes, it was her. She's been waiting for the ball on the right place, and there has been not that many problems with placing it into the net.
Yeah, she placed it really well over the shoulder of Samantha Bolwell, who was helpless in this case. Again, British women gave too much space to Canadians, who were able to score for the third time, this time by a little wrist shot from Kendra Dunlop. And the first period is coming to an end. Only 1 second to go, and now the horn sounds, signaling the end of the first 15 minutes. Canada leads Great Britain 3-0, and so far has totally controlled the game. Let's take a look at the goals.
So this is the first one by April Drake after less than 6 minutes of the game. Another one came from the stick of Elijah Desmier, which was her second in the tournament. And the third one just a few seconds before the end of the period by number 27, Kendra Dunlop. So after first period, Canada 3, Great Britain 0. Welcome back to the second period of game. Canada against Great Britain. It's the third playing day of World Championships in ball hockey in Slovakia, in eastern Slovakia, city of Košice, which was also hosting a older brother of this game, ice hockey, let's call it that way. Hockey ball still with not that huge basis of the players throughout the world. Also the qualification criteria for the teams are quite I don't want to say easy, but benevolent maybe a bit, but still there are some teams that are basically sharing all the medal games, and especially in the women category it was only Slovakia, Czech Republic and Canada. Great Britain just struggling also today against Canada. Great Britain knows that Canada isn't the competing team which is likely to lose the game today, let's say. And after 60 seconds of the second period, Canada already in the offensive zone with the ball on their sticks and again planning how to strike on the British net.
And they can go for a change, and a shot on goal is stopped. And the rebound goes away, but still Canada manages to maintain pressure, and Britain still cannot clear. Battle along the boards. 6 players battling for the ball. We've had no penalties so far in this game. It's a bit surprising. 2-on-1, but the ball is covered. I'm not sure whether Britain made a change in goal, but it looks like Samantha Bowell is still in the crease. She's been quite decent in the first period, stopping a lot of shots, allowing 3 goals. Canada controls it after the face-off. The circle behind the net. There is Kendra Dunlop, a shooter from first period, and this is the 4th goal. I think it was scored by Chelsea Karpenko, but let's wait for a confirmation. Yeah, Karpenko was open for a long time. Right-handed shot. And she got a pretty good pass on her stick, and she was able to get a shot off pretty quickly, and she surprised Sam Bolwell in the Britain's net. So 4-0 Canada, and the women in black jerseys still in the attack.
Well, it's been a beautiful combination by Canada before the 4th goal in the British net, and for Great Britain this match would very probably remain just reduced to a struggle just to put the ball out of their defensive zone and maybe try their luck just like this. This was a shot, and it seems that also the glove of Juliana Thompson had to be in permanence. There was a possibility for a combination on the right side. Joannine Leclerc-Cote, the only goal scorer so far for Great Britain. But her teammate just chose to shot by herself. Now there was a misunderstanding by the British, and it could be used by Canada. Canada already in the offensive zone. This was not a foul by the referees considered. So Canada again with the ball on their sticks. So let's just watch what will happen. Just as Canada is or there is an advance for Canada just to be very easily substituted by their colleagues on the bench. For Great Britain, this would be a great problem. Luckily for them, they can also substitute after the icing, which is not possible in the ice hockey, of course. So the fresh forces by British girls on the pitch, and let's just check what else will Canada show us today.
Britain clears the ball, but this time it's not going to be icing. Canadians can set up the attack from their own zone. 2 players are quite high on the forecheck on Team Great Britain, and they forced Canada to lose the ball by a long but inaccurate pass. And now Canada again controls it behind the net. Great transition in a neutral zone, but Canada lost it. Chance for Great Britain again. Battle along the boards. The ball goes around the defensive zone, but only to the stick of the British. And now an open space for Juliana Palota, who fired this shot, but wide of the net. And now a huge fall by Jessica McCann.
And the game is interrupted right now, so McCann can go back to the bench and just to find maybe some medical attention. First it seemed really awful. Also the referee, she was ready to interrupt the game, but after that McCann was able to stand up, so Canada could continue in their action. So again, we'll be watching Canada combining in the offensive zone and just in front of the net, and Great Britain just wishing to get another chance to shoot. In the second period there was one which was stopped by Juliana Thompson. Also, maybe a minute ago there has been a brighter moment for the British ball hockey, at least in this match. Canada for a moment maybe confused by a really high forechecking, but now there is a 2-on-0 situation. This wasn't a foul, probably not. Canada still on the ball. And another pass, but there was a bounce which just stopped the action. Canada with a huge retreat by 3, and they just got the ball in time. But Great Britain substituting and trying to get the ball again. But unfortunately for them, Canada again in the offensive zone. A nice shot and great save by Samantha Bowell. Canada still with the ball.
Canada continues the pressure. Now passing the ball in the offensive zone. Backhander behind the net, where two women battle for the ball. Canada again wins the ball battle, but now they have to go back to get the ball. And this was not offside. All of the Canadian players were. Already out of the zone. Another half a chance. And this won't be an icing, so Canada continues. And again, a forecheck of two British players. But this time they cannot stop Canadians from transitioning. Regan Fisher. The ball gets back to her. She dumps it on a backhander, but it looked like there may have been an interesting situation the other way, but Canadians stopped it immediately. And now they can set up, maybe even go for a change, because it's been a quite long shift for British girls.
And maybe it was a bit visible also after the loss of the ball, that 3 British girls were actually waiting somewhere in the central zone, not coming back to the goal, which should seem as a relevant idea. But anyways, Britain again with the ball on their sticks and now trying to get the ball into the net. Now there should be a chance. It was a blocked shot, but still British with the ball. Stephanie Towns. Towns with the pass behind the net. And again, but only 3 players of Great Britain are in the offensive action. They're not helping themselves as much as they maybe would need. Also, there was a loss of the stick, and after all, an interruption. So let's check it again. This was a huge chance for
NG Cirelli.
Yeah, Angie Cirelli. She also had her colleague, it was Kendra Dunlop, I guess, in front of the net. It wasn't that fair from her, I would say. Maybe she also was aware of the 4-0 lead, but now 2-on-1 for Canada. Now Danielle Ring just lost the ball and she had to go to the corner just to get it back on her stick. Great Britain trying to use and just to win something from this situation. Anyways, Canada with the ball. It was Palota trying to finish. Jessie McCann. Palota again, but she wasn't able to shoot. Still Canadians. Kristen Coos. She's trying to enlarge the area where the pass could go, but Great Britain was able to get the ball, and now there may be a chance for them. But unfortunately for Great Britain, they had to substitute, so nothing happened at all.
And the play will come back to Canada offensive zone, the place where all the action takes place in this game so far, and we don't expect it to change very much in the coming minutes. Still only 1 goal scored in this period. The tempo is gone off a bit last few minutes, but still 4.5 minutes almost to go in the second period. Good job along the boards. Now an open Canadian player who tries it and a rebound. There's a scramble for the ball in the crease, and it looks like the ball got covered by Samantha Bolwell, or maybe the referee just lost sight of it. It's hard to tell from our angle, but the ball was loose, I think, at least for a moment.
There was definitely a chance to rebound again, but as you said, maybe referees weren't able or weren't sure where the game is, so they just blow the whistle. As you mentioned, only 1 goal so far in today's game, and now let's watch it. 3 against 1, a great chance for Great Britain, but unfortunately for them it was a really weak shot from a long distance. Also maybe a slightly not that well physically prepared Amy Thorpe, 19 years old.
Yeah, she just really wanted to put the ball on the net and hoping for a rebound, but it didn't come.
Yeah, exactly. They were 3 Great Britons in there, but unfortunately the action just ended up not that well. But there was a question I wanted to ask. Only 1 goal in British net so far. Now another chance for Great Britain. Do you think that Great Britain may be slightly satisfied with the game so far? Because also when they've been in the offensive zone, there were just 3 of them and 2 just waiting there. But now let's check the Canadian chance, and it was Eddie Brenning which just shot wide.
Yeah, she was on the breakaway all alone against Samantha Bolwell. But to answer your question, I don't think the British girls can be satisfied with their offensive output, but their work in the own zone has been okay so far. They've allowed 4 goals. I mentioned yesterday they did allow 10 goals in the entire game. Still a lot of time to go, so we are expecting Canada to add even more goals to their total. Maybe even now, but Regan Fisher couldn't get to the ball. Again, a cycle. And a lot of open space for Fisher again, who tried to shoot and eventually Bolwell had to make the save.
But again, Bolwell was on the right place, and it was maybe 10th, maybe 15th time today when there was a really huge scoring chance for Canada, but Bolwell really did make the catch.
Yeah, she's playing a really good game, and so far she looks like the candidate for player of the game. And it looks like a tripping call. But
look at it!
The whistle didn't blow, and the British are very happy with their first goal. And no wonder it was Stephanie Towns who scored. The deke was very good and a backhander from the turnaround. So the first goal scored by Great Britain in this game, and the second overall in the tournament. And even the British girls were quite surprised that they did manage to score, and now they only trail by 3 goals. Canada had an immediate chance to answer, and another rush by British, and it's Towns again.
And look at the confidence which Towns gained just after the goal. But now, on the other hand, the British are just sure that they have to also watch the back. But now, fortunately for them, Canada wasn't able to make a shot or just to somehow endanger Samantha Bolwell. So 1-1 score in the second period of today's game, and even though Great Britain really wasn't that offensive so far, that was nothing but a really nice goal because of that backhand shot. It just made sense.
Yeah, this is without a doubt the best period the Great Britain has played in this year's Ball Hockey World Championships. To be able to play an even game against such a favorite as Canada is quite impressive. And Canada players are starting to get a bit angry. They start to force things. And now the horn sounds. So after 2 periods, the score is surprisingly low compared to the last meeting of the 2 teams at the World Championship level, where it ended 11-0. Now it's only 4-1 after 2. Recap of the goals. The first one of the period was scored by Chelsea Karpenko, and the British girls answered via this backhander of Towns. So after 30 minutes, Canada leads Great Britain 4-1.
Welcome back to Košice. Third period of the game between Canada and Great Britain has just started. 4-1 is the lead of Canada after 30 minutes. of the net time played so far. And even though we consider Canada to be absolutely dominant in today's game, so far it's not that right. Canada playing in black. Now the shot which just went wide. And we'll be very interested in how the game will actually finish up today, because in the beginning I said maybe bit ironically that for Great Britain today it will be a huge battle to score at least a goal. Great Britain did it in the second period. Stephanie Towns was able to find the net with the backhand shot, and Canada immediately after that was really under pressure. There was a panic visible in their play, but right now they will have 2 minutes power play after the foul by Jenny Heyer. Face off, of course, has to be inside the offensive zone of Canada. 5 against 4 for 2 minutes. 2 minutes for tripping for Jenny Heyer. So Canada with a great chance to improve their lead and to set back the calmness on their stick, which was immediately lost after getting another goal, or after getting the first goal in the second period. If Great Britain was able to shot another one, watch it now, the chance for rebound. There was a good deflection just in front of the net, but Samantha Baldwin was able to react quickly, and she also made the save. Great Britain so far with good defense, 4 of them waiting just on the line of their defensive zone. Canada easily getting the chance to combine in the offensive zone by perfect defense by Great Britain, and a chance to get the fresh forces on the pitch. Canada with the second part of their power play today. So far just 1 shot and also blocked, and again perfect defense by Great Britain. I don't know what happened, but Great Britain completely changed their game. They changed their attitude, they changed almost everything they could. And right now Canada has really huge problems with Great Britain. Watch it again. Already a chance to shoot, and this was a foul, and Great Britain will play a power play 4-on-4 for a few seconds. But amazing game by let's check it. Who was it? Just a quick control whether everything is alright, but I guess that there won't be any problem. Anyways, Nicole Watrail just getting 2 minutes for tripping, and after a few seconds Great Britain will be able to play 5-on-4 power play, and exactly on that time there may come the chance for Great Britain, but after that just a one on the goaltender, and there was not a goal. Daniel Ring was so close to score a goal, but again Samantha Baldwin playing and catching today. A really amazing game. Great Britain with 3 only in the offensive zone, but I guess that British already with 5 players on the pitch. Anyways, they were not braced enough just to be a bit more offensive, just to make a bit higher pressure on the Canadian defensive lines, even though Canada is definitely not playing the best of the best they can. former world champions from Canada, struggling against Great Britain. 10 minutes to go in the third period. Canada leads only 4-1. Icing by Great Britain. What a shame for British girls. They just lost the chance to continue in their attack. British have to come back. Successful on the icing, and again Great Britain with the ball, but watch out for the mistakes. Now there could be a chance for Canada, but fortunately there was another British player that could save the situation. Stephanie Tones, which plays a great game today. Really, the confidence she gained after scoring the goal is unbelievable. She has no fear to play 1-against-1 against the Canadians, and it's just a really visible on the pitch. Now check it, because Sarah Francis made a small mistake with the ball, but there was no advantage for Great Britain. Just to continue to the offensive zone. Canada again with the ball, and this was a interference. That's a shame. First two periods, no fouls, no power plays. In the third period, third power play, second for Canada. And it's exactly Stephanie Tomes, which leads us to idea that maybe also the confidence and the self-esteem gained by Tomes after scoring the goal also led her to this foul, which so of course is bringing to Canada another chance to spend a easy 2 minutes, and also to possibly hasten their lead. The British defense in the last power play really worked well. And also it was the reason, the perfect defense was the reason why Great Britain also got the power play, because one of their players was able to get the ball and just to move forward, forcing Canadians to trip her. Now Coos with the ball, and this is a 5-1. Perfect combination and a really splendid shot by Canada's. Let's check it. Who? Number 29. It's Nicole Latre. No chance for Samantha Bolwell, who is protecting the net of Great Britain for the whole match. Even though British coaches, they were trying to exchange the goaltenders, trying to find the balance in their team, but for today Samantha Bolwell absolutely dominant in her net. Even though she got 5 pieces in her net, still she made lots of saves, lots of important things, and for her team she's absolutely irreplaceable so far. And this also, and again, was a good chance for Canada, but destroyed by Bolwell. It's happening now, probably offside by Team Canada. So let's check it again. Beautiful shot. Another save by Bolwell. And once again we have to say that this wasn't an easy save for Bolwell. Because Alicia Desmier, she made a really great move towards the center of the field. She made her position. She was trying to shoot quickly, but Bolwell was really prepared. Canada still with the ball, even though Great Britain with the 5-1 power play used by Canada today. This wasn't a foul, even though there was a really close situation. Canadians protecting their offensive zone. Now thanks to Colleen McLean. Another pass with wrist shot, and once again Eddie Brenning. She was trying to find her way. What's next? The ball is in the corner. Canada still with the ball on their sticks. 5-1 for Canada. The same score as the end the game between United States of America and Great Britain finished, and we have to say that United States definitely isn't that strong than Canada, which is really a good message and a good beginning, or beginning. It's a good promise for the Great Britain before their last match against Slovak Republic. Now watch out, Canadians. This was a beautiful chance for Margot Sharp, but she didn't find her way between the legs of Samantha Bolwell again, and this is a shot and score. Margot Sharp surprised Samantha Bolwell. First mistake by the British goaltender today, and Canada leads 6-1. Let's check it again. Margot Sharp. Nice shot. Not that close, not that fast. Samantha Bolwell, she had her time. She had a chance to get it by her glove, but wasn't accurate enough. And Canada leads 6-1. So no surprise today. We can tell that not completely 6 minutes before the end of the third period, Great Britain won't be able to dramatize today's match, even though Abby Calcio, she was trying her luck towards the Canada's net, but again the Maple Leafs are coming with the ball. Great Britain now successful in interfering the offensive action. Let's watch the hand pass, but everything was just all right. Stephanie Tones, Great Britain trying to move the ball, trying to create something. But British girls, they had to change, they had to substitute to get the fresh forces on the pitch. So Canada again with the possibility and with so many options to combine. Now this pass from behind the net wasn't that successful. But unfortunately, British didn't go directly towards the net. For some reason, Emily Rega decided to go just to the board, and after that, there were not so many chances for British to finish the action. What's next? This will be icing. So a face-off for Great Britain. in the offensive zone, and we see now that also the second goalie of Great Britain, she is coming to the net. Lassie Gruber, number 21 years old. She will spend the last 4 minutes. Well, first contact with the ball wasn't that successful, but British are trying to get away with it and to continue to the offensive zone. Now they are struggling with the ball. They were not really sure where did it go. Probably on the Canada's bench. 3.5 minutes until the end. Well, Czech Republic against United States is way more interesting in the sense that USA leads 2-1 against Czech Republic, which is a former world champion from the 2017 World Championships. And even though United States is definitely not one of the teams that is expected to get some medal, they are showing some really nice ball hockey today. We're watching now another chances and another play by Canada. This wasn't a foul, but a very funny situation with Jessica McCann with the ball, but the deflected shot just went away. Colleen McLean with some nice dive. She went to the offensive zone, but the ending wasn't that successful. And now maybe also the British, but this would be probably icing. Also, this happens. At least a chance for Great Britain to substitute. Lassie Gruber with no save so far. Canada with a huge attitude and lots of chances to change it. Maybe now. Not even. Not even now the shot for Canada. 6-1, which is by far the lowest win for Canada against Great Britain. Well, and I have to say that today it was definitely not the best of the best for Canada. Great Britain showed some really nice moments in today's game. Even though, of course, any other score than Canada winning would be a huge surprise today. There wasn't really good action by Sarah Lowe, but British were able to clear the ball, even though only for icing. And I would say that 53 seconds before the end of today's game, both teams have just enough. They know that nothing's gonna change at all. So basically we're just waiting to finish, and maybe the British at least with some motivation, and that is that Rossi Gruber will not have to pick the ball from the goal. Now British with the ball on their sticks, but just for a second, and Canada again gaining the offensive zone. But this was a inaccurate pass, which moves Canadians far away from the goal. Nice moves by some Canadian players, but where they lack the final pass. What about British now? This is not an offside. And Stephanie Towns with some chances to pull the nice dot behind today's game. Nothing like that happened. And we're done for today. Canada wins against Great Britain 6-1. Periods 3-0, 1-1, and 2-0 for Canada. So even though this is by far the lowest win of Canada, still 3 points for this national team are reality, and they can again focus on the next games for Great Britain, but also some good news from today's game. They definitely showed that they can play some ball hockey, and they would be able to make some pressure on another team, which will be Slovakia in the next World Championship game. Now we're waiting for calling of the most valuable players for today. So, from Great Britain, Abby Colshaw, the best player of today's game. The prize is put by George Gortzos, president of the ISBHF. Canadian to Canadians, Gortzos also wishing luck. And all the best to Chelsea Karpenko, who shot 1 goal today. So these are best players of today's game. And after this, we'll also hear the anthem. So this was the national anthem of Team Canada, and let's repeat all 7 goals we've seen today. This is the first period and Team Canada. First goal scored by April Drake. It was 1-0. The second one by Alicia Desmier. A few moments after the first one, Canada led 2-0, and the third one in the British net in the first period, scored by Kendra Dunlop. Then in the second period we've seen the fourth goal of Team Canada, which was scored by a nice shot by Chelsea Karpenko. But after that, Great Britain also had its chance with disadvantage after the foul. Perfect game and perfect shot by Stephanie Towns. It was 4-1, and for some time Great Britain was really catching some surprise for today, but unfortunately for them, this was Kendra Dunlop with her goal, and the final resolution of today's game, Margot Sharp, 6-1. So that's it from today. Thank you for your following today's game in Košice in the World Championships of Ball Hockey, the women part, and we're looking forward also to bring you some other ball hockey games. So good luck and see you.